After the awful terrorist attacks in Paris last week, many U.S. governors are now refusing to accept any Syrian refugees into their states. Not like Syrians were too keen on moving to Florida anyway. Due to one of the terrorists allegedly coming into France as a Syrian refugee, a total of 24 U.S. governors are now refusing to accept any Syrian refugees into their states. Fun fact, all but one of those governors are Republican, and nobody asked them to do any of this. Unsurprisingly, none of these governors actually have the legal right to block President Obama's immigration policy. But using the defense of America as their rallying cry, they may be able to shift public opinion to their side. Since the Syrian Civil War began, there have been more than 4 million Syrians who have fled their homeland to escape the violence. Obama has pledged to accept over 10,000 Syrian refugees over a one-year period, a small number compared to other Western countries like Germany, which has pledged to house nearly 1 million refugees, because they're still making up for some stuff. Currently, it takes a refugee anywhere from 18 months to 2 years before they're vetted enough to be accepted into the US, which is just enough time for their entire life to be ruined. There are currently only 1,500 Syrian refugees that have been admitted to the US since 2011. Surely it's always been this difficult for people to get in, right? Not at all. In the late 1970s, the US provided sanctuary to over 200,000 Vietnamese refugees. You know, the people we fought in an actual war. During the same years, the US took in more than 120,000 Cuban refugees, including more than 80,000 in 1 month alone. Maybe we can up our numbers for today's refugees if we discover a Syrian dish we like as much as pho or Cuban sandwiches. Because of national security concerns after September 11th, the number of refugees that America has been willing to accept has fallen drastically in the last 14 years. In 2002, the US accepted just 27,000 refugees total. And while that number has risen in recent years, it is currently capped at a total of 70,000 per year. So while there are valid security concerns, the US has established more rigorous background checks since 9/11, making this fear-mongering look a lot like fear-mongering. With the vast majority of these governors being Republican, you could argue that they're politicizing the issue or preying on our country's deepest fears and xenophobia to make the other side look bad. Or as they call it, defending America. Hey, thanks for watching The Daily Desk. If you like what you saw, click to subscribe, comment below, share the link with a friend or an enemy. I don't care.